Today, we're going to talk about grief and loss. Whether it's the death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or even just a significant life change, grief can be overwhelming. But it's part of life, and today, we're going to discuss how we can cope with it in a healthy way. Grief is something that touches us deeply because it's a reflection of the love we've experienced. As author C.S. Lewis said, "No one ever told me that grief felt so like fear." And it does. It can feel like you're walking into the unknown, and the emotions can be paralyzing. But let me share with you some simple techniques that you can use to cope with these emotions. Grief comes in waves. Sometimes it's anger, sometimes it's sadness, and sometimes it's even relief. It's all part of the process. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross identified the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. But here's the thing. It's not a straight line. You might go through them all, or only some, and in no particular order. And that's perfectly fine. Let's say you lose someone close to you. One day, you might feel okay going through your routine, and the next day, you hear a song that reminds you of them, and suddenly, you're overwhelmed again. That's normal. Allow yourself to feel it. Talking about your grief can be one of the most therapeutic things you do. Whether it's with a trusted friend, family member, or therapist, sharing your emotions helps you process them. The American Psychological Association suggests that opening up about your feelings, even when it's hard, can make the grieving process smoother. When you feel heard, it can lighten the load. Nelson Mandela said, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." When you share your grief, you rise each time you open up. Grief isn't just emotional, it's physical too. You might feel tired, your muscles might ache, or you might find yourself losing sleep. A study by the Mayo Clinic found that grief can cause physical symptoms like headaches, stomach issues, and fatigue. It's important to be kind to your body during this time. A simple walk in nature, a bit of stretching, or even just making sure you're eating regularly can make a world of difference. If you're feeling overwhelmed, go for a short walk. Studies show that physical activity can help reduce stress and even improve your mood by releasing endorphins. It doesn't have to be intense. A few minutes outside can help shift your energy. Creating small rituals can help you feel connected to the person or situation you've lost. This could be as simple as lighting a candle in memory of them, or dedicating a few minutes each day to reflect. Psychologists have found that rituals, even small ones, can provide comfort and structure during times of grief. Viktor Frankl, who survived the Holocaust, said, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." These rituals can be a way of transforming grief into something that helps us move forward. Maybe you've lost a loved one, and their birthday is coming up. You could bake their favorite cake or listen to their favorite song. Small acts like these can help you keep their memory alive while also providing a space for healing. As hard as it may be, finding meaning in loss is one of the most transformative things you can do. Viktor Frankl, in his book Man's Search for Meaning, talks about how even in the face of unimaginable loss, we can find purpose. For some, this might mean starting a project or volunteering for a cause that was close to the person they lost. Let's say you lost someone who was passionate about helping others. Volunteering in their memory can give you a sense of purpose and help you feel connected to them in a meaningful way. You don't have to do something grand. Even small acts can have a big impact on how you process your grief. Healing from grief takes time. There's no timeline for when you should feel better, and that's okay. C.S. Lewis once said, "Grief is like a long valley, a winding valley where any bend may reveal a totally new landscape." It's a journey, and it will have ups and downs. You might find that certain days are harder than others. Birthdays, anniversaries, or even random moments can trigger memories and feelings. That's why it's important to give yourself grace and patience. Healing isn't about getting over the loss, but learning to carry it in a way that allows you to continue living. Grief is never easy, but by acknowledging your feelings, talking about them, taking care of your body, and finding small ways to honor what you've lost, you can begin to heal. Remember, it's okay to take your time. There's no right or wrong way to grieve, only what works for you. If this video resonated with you, or if you have your own experiences and tips for coping with grief, share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content on mental health and healing. Together, we can find a way forward. Thank you.